Yeah. That's cool. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's about that time. Matter of fact, it is that time. It's Talk That Stuff, number 86. Hey, hey. Oh, how's everybody doing out there? Cold or hot? Temperatures going crazy around the country. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the goddamn panel. From Philly. And I'm the gentleman, the digital hustler himself. Let's welcome to Talk That Stuff, Anthony Gadget Mills.
What up, what up, what up?
Up next, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, now in Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, the professor himself. Let's give it up for head bopping, Molly whopping, Big Stacks.
Deuces.
From the DMV, ladies and gentlemen, king of the chops, DC's finest, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for CX, the producer.
Peace. DMV.
From Memphis, Tennessee, just getting on the panel, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man of many talents, the man of many NPCs. He goes, a.k.a. Bigger Hutch.
What's up?
I know that nigga was in there.
It's creep.
From Flint, Michigan, man of many talents, also the professor himself. Let's give it up for Mr. Double Negative People, Mr. Wallace.
What up? What up? What up?
Hey, y'all still got fucked up water?
From Old Town, the Bay, West Coast is the best coast. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the most talented RGO B.
Yabba dabba do time, nigga.
No, yeah.
Saginaw, Michigan. Also from Michigan, Saginaw, let's go in the building. She's blessed, and she's that blessed girl.
Peace.
And from Jersey, now in Florida, I am DJ WIDEBODY, and this is Talk That Stuff, number 86. Back down south, ready to go. Let's get it popping. You see the Golden Gate Bridge behind me. You know what time it is. I got the dirty old man apparel on. I mean business. All right. Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, CX, I still have your dirty old man shirt in my closet. That Mike Nose gave to me in Chicago.
Man, the moths done tore that bad boy up.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
I'll get it from you, man.
Hey, good luck with this show tonight, because I don't think it's gonna make YouTube.
Why you say that?
YouTube then gave me the
all that Hannah Barbera Flintstones. Yeah.
Monetize me, you bastard. I gotta shout out to them bastards. Okay,
hey, but don't you have 1,000 followers though?
No, hell no. I barely got 100.
Oh, sure.
I don't need a paintbrush. I got enough view hours. I'm just lacking I'm not
subscribers.
Yeah, I got enough watch time.
Okay.
That's about to change.
Who got the Jerry curl? Who got the Jerry curl? Never mind.
Yeah, what's up with that? Rico Swan. Who's
That's B Diddy. That's Baron Davis. I was trying to figure out who's behind that monstrosity.
Looking like Willie Davis. Yeah. Hey, Hertz, I got something for you tonight, man.
Set
up. Chin set up.
What the fuck?
Man, listen.
I was asking a serious question about the Flint water though.
Yeah, I want to know that.
Like I haven't heard.
I think it's still messed up.
Well, I mean, it's not affecting white people, so it's not going to be. It's not happening in Kenny Bunkport, Maine. So
that's a real.
They say our water worse than
Bunkport, Maine. You took it way up north.
Is that still a problem up there?
Yeah, man.
What you talking about?
The water.
The water, Flint.
Oh yeah, it's still. You still ain't supposed to drink it. You ain't supposed to drink it. You ain't supposed to. I mean, they say you can bathe in it, but
I wouldn't even do that.
Jesus,
my mama don't even live there no more. She live out here with us.
Wow.
It's fucking 2 years, man.
Man,
Two. It's been going on since 2014.
They're gonna have to rip all the pipes up, man.
Wow, man. I've heard about it because this is about when I was about to start this up. I've been going 2 years in April, and I know just before that, that's when I made national news. So it's been going on for a while, man. That's fucked up.
And you know, opiates just became a problem too.
Yeah, it just became a problem.
Community now.
Yeah, just that wasn't a problem before.
Hey, next it'll be smallpox.
Yeah, you know the 80s. That didn't happen. There's no opiate problem there. When it was Pookie and Ray Ray and them on it.
All right, let's give you a heads up. I've been out the loop a little bit. I've been off the grid. Somebody was saying something about Joel Santana today.
You haven't heard the news?
I heard it briefly, not really get a lot of details. If you can fill me in, man, I'd be really appreciate it.
He I guess he was traveling somewhere. He got caught with a gun by TSA at the airport in his baggage. And
he didn't know?
And he ran out the airport and jumped in a cab.
You ought to know by now.
No.
Well,
you gotta see the memes.
That's a federal charge right there.
Yeah,
there sure is.
Yep.
He be out Fort Dixon. He be all right.
He about to do a 3-piece.
Nah, but he might be able to come away from under it because a lot of people have brought guns and unknowingly somebody packed their bag for them and they didn't pack it. So,
but they didn't run either.
Run.
Hey, he didn't have control of his legs. Somebody was running for him. He's on remote control. Come on, feet.
Wow.
Move from me.
Dang.
I hope he forgot the gun was in there. Or I hope he wasn't trying to smuggle it on the plane.
He ran.
He ran though, but that's the number one male's instinct. What's the first thing we do anyways? Run. Shit. Is it on camera? They got it on film?
They probably do. You know, airports is full of cameras.
I checked that. He got the cab took off, or like.
Well, they still haven't caught him yet. I mean, they know who he is. They got his luggage and.
All right. That's so crazy, man.
Whatever the fuck he was going on.
So how's everybody doing, man? Big things, a lot of great news going on last couple of days. Everything looks like it's flowing nice for the retreat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been trying to look up old Stormy videos on the internet, but I can't find any.
Oh, Stormy.
I just
a little low though.
I wanted to see what her skills were like.
Oh, okay, wow.
Who?
Stormy
Williams.
I don't know.
Oh, you
the shit with Trump.
Hey, if you don't have nothing on Pornhub, you ain't no star.
Nah, yeah.
It's chicks live around the corner from me that got videos on Pornhub.
Hey,
if you ain't rocking Shay,
Stormy Daniels, that's her name.
Yeah, Stormy Daniels.
Videos, I think they're better than Pornhub.
I couldn't think of her name.
You know her name.
Nah, I couldn't think of her name. Not my.
I bet you if she worked at Harold's, you know her.
Esmeralda.
Black Panther movie. It just hit $1 billion at global box office.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, A Wrinkle in Time made $4.
Wow.
Hey, it was number 2. It was number 2 this week.
But
number 2.
It lost money though. It cost 130 to make it. They've only made 30 million. Back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That ain't good.
That is true.
Is that the video that you see? Take your daughter to see?
That's what they say.
I'll just say there is data out there. Gadget, FYI.
Oh, you just looked it up.
had to do my investigative report.
Why they talking about it? Ain't never been no movies that's good to take little girls to go see. Like you're supposed to go see Black Panther and you know. What about Lady Sings the Blues?
I let my daughter see what's the movie? Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
What about Jackie Brown? What about
No, Jackie Brown's like
no,
your daughter is.
Hey, if your daughter's my daughter's age or younger, she shouldn't be watching that. or coffee.
Isn't that Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah, Jackie Brown. Yep, it is. Yeah.
What a weird motherfucker. Pulp Fiction was my favorite.
Catwoman. What you know? I mean,
you just can't wait the word nigger.
Yeah, he loved that. Spike Lee called him out on that one.
Black ball.
Damn, who just came in here?
Hey, you know what?
My friend,
I think that's CX.
Hey, did you take your phone in the shower?
Hey, China.
We got crazy static going on, CX.
Yep. China, 9.9 million. Hold up the box office.
it is. Oh, it is him. Okay.
Crazy, man.
Sounds like on the TV.
Nah, it's all staticky.
You gotta do it.
It's like Channel 100 back in the day.
Channel 100.
Oh, UHF.
Hey, you know what a good movie to take your daughter to though? I won't say a good movie, but Taken. I took my daughter to see Taken.
Hurts, man.
I was like, you know what? You see this shit? When you don't listen, this is what happens when you're hard headed.
Hey, talking about a good wholesome movie, like
wholesome. Oh, okay.
Nigga heard you trying to lessons and shit.
Hey, man. Hey,
I took my daughter to see The Professional.
Right. Hey, man. Look, hey. When you don't raise your kids properly, you see what happens. You take them on the slingshot, and they collapse and fall out and wuss out.
Hey,
Here we go.
shout out to Taka Higgins. Coming off the
Take Higgins.
Anybody watching the tournament?
I haven't seen any games.
I watched so many. I've watched so many games this weekend. I'm ready to fill out my bracket.
Yeah,
man, fuck the ACC, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Carolina.
Them Terps, man. They were looking good for some games this year that I watched them, man. But they just, you know, UVA. Did they win today?
To here.
No, I don't think UVA won. I'm not certain. I know. Oh crap!
Did Xavier win?
You mean Xavier?
Yeah.
I think Xavier. Yeah, they did win. They won because Cincinnati. No, not Cincinnati. Who turned the ball over? Hold up, I might be confusing Cincinnati. I'm confusing Cincinnati with Xavier. Hold up.
So what's up with UConn?
I don't know. I know. They saying it's an investigation out on him. He's done something improper, but he's saying
they're talking about recruitment. there's some type of recruitment scandal or something.
But that's not the reason why the shit. Old boy in Arizona that done worse. They got him documented. He hasn't produced.
I mean, but shit, he just won a dance champ. I mean,
yeah, that was 6 years ago. Yeah, that was
2014 though.
Nah, that was
it was 14.
Him when Shabazz Napier was there.
Yeah, that was 14.
Well, too much, too little, too late.
Let me ask you a question.
Motherfuckers who ain't never won and coaching for like 15 years plus.
Let me say this: that he was there for 6. He was the head coach for 6 years.
Yeah.
But let me ask y'all this, and your opinion: do you think that they should have some kind of stipend for these players, man?
Of course.
And how would you go about doing it?
Just like you pay everybody else. I mean, if you these guys sell all kind of merchandise. I don't care if you don't put that name on the back of a jersey. People are buying number 4 because said player is wearing number 4. Let's not get it twisted. But just like you pay anybody else off of royalties for merchandise, and there's a way to pay for a performance. But the thing about it is that the way that everything is constituted is more lucrative for them to keep it to where how they have it, so they don't have to pay you what you're worth, because you determine your worth pretty much. Your resume as a college player, even if you're a one and done, it's going to generate a certain dollar amount while you're playing.
Think about that.
Yeah. Although you're going to, when you get there, you're going to be making the league minimum. As the rookie, whatever the rookie wages are for, I guess, your first rounder and your second round people. But I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire in college, but I mean, can you get a tenth of that? Like, what I'm saying? And can you capitalize off your own likeness and your and for the fact that you selling jerseys out of the bookstore, college bookstore?
Yo, they not giving none of that. Look, think of the NFL and all the merchandising they do. College ain't too far, or maybe even more. They don't have to pay those players anything. Like NFL, you got to break bread with the players.
It's, people, and the first thing people are going to say is like, well, they're getting free education. Nowadays, 9 times out of 10, people are them guys. They one and done, maybe 2 and done. But it was all integration kind of messed that up for everybody too, because as long as our talent was in HBCUs and black colleges and stuff, when they started getting us out of those situations and actually putting us in situations where you're gonna get that light, you're gonna get that notoriety, but you're actually taking away from a community. You actually, because those same people could have built up those schools that they kind of passed over, like the Morehouses, the
Ramblings
and all that good stuff. But that's what happens when you buy into something, and it serves its purpose. Don't get me wrong, it serves its purpose, but at the end of the day,
am I tripping, or does he sound terrible?
Me?
Who's that?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, I'm like, damn, like what I do?
I guess
but I'm not gonna keep going on beating the dead horse, but
gotcha.
I think but then you have this thing about, well, if we paying basketball players, then football players are gonna want their cut, then the swimmers are gonna want their cut, then the lacrosse players are gonna want their cut or whatever. I mean,
yeah, man.
But those people aren't the ones. Those team sports are not bringing the revenue that basketball and football are bringing in. So, but they still benefit. They still benefit from what revenue that these two sports bring in.
So, of course, I said that a long time ago, Hurst. I said, what if all the top athletes, minority athletes, went to HBCUs? Yeah, and I said it would be no leagues, you know what I'm saying, as far as college-wise. But I understand why some of them went to those different colleges, because those colleges had track records of pushing dudes into professional leagues.
Right,
but
exactly.
But in this day and time, you don't even have to go to no top college. I mean, because scouts are everywhere. Somehow, some way, they don't even have to be there physically. You can get known. You know what I'm saying? In this day and time, through all types of means.
All right.
video and stuff. I mean,
I would
YouTube
go-
video.
We could, imagine if all these blue chip athletes would go to these HBCUs, man, instead of the Ohio States or the Floridas or the.
It'd be over.
Yep.
It'd be over. It'd be over. And I say that to the point where, as though, like, if you think about it, if all the people that populated those ACC players, those Big East players that populated the Georgetowns and shit, even Maryland to an extent, but Georgetown even more, and all the Dukes and North Carolinas, if all of them had, because all those colleges, a lot of HBCUs from up here all the way down, to North Carolina. It's a whole lot.
State, Broncos.
So if they had did that, I mean, shit, man. Howard would probably be.
But there would be balance. You get what I'm saying? There would be some real balance in terms of, like, you think about like when a Duke plays let's say Duke against a North Carolina
AT&T.
You know what I'm saying?
A&T, yeah.
And so like, that's not saying that North Carolina A&T ain't got some talented players on their team, but man, like. Think about when you're reaching your influence and your reach as a Duke, you're able to go grab the best, the creme de la creme everywhere, and supplant all that talent in one unofficial farm system, if you will.
We get a lot of our players from up here. I mean, they recruit heavily up in the tri-state area.
Oh yeah, no doubt. A lot of New York, especially New York point guards, they always go down south to play.
I mean, that's what, to be honest with you, most of the people up this way want to go down south to go to school and play and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to get away from the city life.
She been out here too.
Sucks, man. We get on.
Come down here. Get an apartment. You can come down here and get an apartment going to Florida, man. Shit ain't that high. You go up to like fucking Rutgers. Or what's your tuition up there, man? $6.
Oh, the rent's crazy, man, and the tuition. Yeah, I mean, even though they get scholarships, but still, it's hard to live up here for broke students, man.
Hey, man.
$500. Say, guys.
I was on YouTube watching LeBron James' first NBA game. Yo, this dude was playing like a pro.
Was he? Yeah.
Vlade Divac.
Hey, but this is talk that stuff. I was gonna say don't.
He said he ended up going to the Lakers next year. He said something about the NBA's better when the Celtics, the Lakers, and the Knicks are good. And
who said that? LeBron?
I agree. Yeah. So the Warriors and shit don't count.
Yeah, it just seemed like 2008 was just yesterday.
Right.
That was when, man. Remember when New York and Chicago used to have them epic wars?
Yes, hell yeah, yes.
Shit.
That's when you knew, like, everybody was gonna bring their all. Like, it wasn't no slouch teams. New York might have lost to Chicago, but they're gonna fight hard for 6-7 games.
But Indiana and that too. Indiana.
Oh yeah, the Heat.
Like, it's like now I can almost determine the game based on the first two quarters. Like back then I couldn't do that because I was so captivated by the back and forth of the game or whatever. Like now it's like, yeah, okay, they get like a 10-15 point lead in the second quarter, it's a wrap.
But there's no defense now. Nobody plays defense with them.
And here's the thing. You had multiple storylines. Like New York had a rivalry with Miami, Indiana, and
everybody. They had a New York had a rivalry with everybody. Everybody.
And Chicago. Like fucking John. Everybody hated John Starks except for New Yorkers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Larry Johnson in Morning bought that beef.
Oh yeah,
and missed every punch. What was that, man?
They were fighting like Isaac Hayes and the white guy that was on.
They were both blind.
Hey, but the time Reggie Miller scored 9 points in 2 seconds?
8 points in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I played a many days on the court. I ain't never scored 8 points.
I think Tracy McGrady, man, took the cake, man. 12 points in 12 seconds. Something
That's
like
Yeah.
T-Mac scored 12 points.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, and the Larry Bird steal and finger roll, that was crazy.
That was a playoff game. If I'm not
steal.
Yeah, that was Larry. I mean,
that was crazy.
Reggie Miller jump was a playoff game.
Oh, yeah, that was a playoff game.
That's ice. That's ice water right there, though.
Stealing for the 3-point line and shit. Looking at the ball. Hold on.
This nigga stole an inbounds pass, went right to the 3-point line.
No. First he pushed Greg Anthony down there. Put his hands like dirty. Yeah, put his hands like, oh, that wasn't me.
Yo,
Reggie was a killer, but he was a flopper too.
But that whole team knew how to flop a dop.
I'm gonna need you to leave Reggie Miller alone.
Because Rick Smith was
I'll be right back, yo.
Yeah, I don't know who was a better flopper, Rick Smith or Vlade, but I'm gonna say Smith.
Vlade.
I'm gonna say Smith because I remember one game they played against. I remember when the Lakers played Indiana for the championship in 2000. And every time Shaq would bump into Smith, he would fall over like a house of cards. And I was like, this dude he's just as heavy as Shaq is, and he's falling like, he's just
because he had no other way of stopping him.
Let me tell you something. Since we talking about Indiana.
Was that 2001?
I remember when Indiana was playing Chicago. And Mark Jackson was lighting Jordan ass up so bad that Scotty had to get on him.
Go to Jordan hate.
No, seriously. No, this history.
I remember that.
Because around that time, Mark Jackson, he was killing him. Then you had Jalen Rose on playing shooting guard with that left hand he had. So it was like killing him.
Jalen Rose underrated.
Jalen Rose to me got better once he got in the NBA.
Yeah.
Good play to have on the team. Nice journeyman.
Way more polished.
Defender too.
What a journeyman should be. Jalen Rose.
He can play defense. I mean, a lot of these guys, I don't know what they're doing now.
I'll say about that, about the flopping of Dick Hurts. I think DEVOC used that because he played a lot longer than Smith, and he was a crafty son of a bitch, and flopping was part of his game.
Yeah.
I mean, that was part of a lot of it. Let me tell you something. That was part of a lot of them people game back then, man. A lot of them flop, man. That was part of this part. That's part.
But I would say that relatively that came about like in the 90s because when you think about the older teams, like in order to get a charge back then, you had to really bowl a dude over.
Yeah, but also too, I mean, that's when people were learning how to take a charge. You feel what I'm saying?
Rodman was flopping, B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is they learn how to take a charge. That's a part of defense. If you play basketball, that's a part of defense. Know how to take a charge. Because some people so scared they think they're gonna get broke, get fucked up. Because they basically glass on the court. So as soon as they see somebody coming at them, let me get out of the way, you soft wreck. But that's how people do. That's how people do LeBron. When LeBron goes airborne. That's how people do. They get out of his way. Like I could.
Soft.
Let me ask you this:
Did y'all? Speaking of that, did y'all see the breakaway foul that the dude did on the college? It was like a college
that was high school. That was high school, I think. And he kicked and dude pushed him.
He soared on that motherfucker.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
That's a fighting rule.
I wish to God. I wish that was in Memphis because I'm telling you, I would have met that young. I don't give. He could have been 17. I'd have been waiting for him after I'd been waiting for him after the game.
Someone was like, he need to be banned. Yeah, he need to be banned for that shit.
See what happened.
The boy went for a dunk and he pushed him in the back and made that man soar like hella hard to the padding.
He pushed him so like RTO said, he pushed him so hard that his leg
broke his leg, all kind of shit could have happened.
You remember how Paul George broke his leg?
Yeah.
This guy almost did the same thing. He was airborne in doing it.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm talking about like when dude pushed him, it's like his feet were in the front and his arms were like flailing in the back.
Dude pushed him at the apex of his jump.
That sounds like some Vietnam penitentiary shit right there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's where you act like ain't nothing wrong. Go shoot your free throws. If they don't take him out the game, then you slap him in the head with the ball, running down the court, and slam his ass.
You know, NBA Jam, when you're going up for a shot and the motherfucker coming to knock your ass down. That's basically what he did.
Hey, I tell you, that's a scary feeling, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You helpless. Ain't shit you can do.
When somebody undercuts you and you going up like that,
that's a bad feeling.
But this guy didn't get undercut though. He got like
that wasn't a low bridge. He straight up pushed his ass.
Like, and you know, if you're going up for a dunk, CX, and you right here by the rim, you up there, your wrist is, you're elevating, you're right there. And so if somebody come push you in a small of your back, and it changes the whole, not only your trajectory going to the rim, but it changes your body position altogether.
It'll knock you off it'll knock you off axis, even though you in the air. You know
Man, I'm telling you right now, whoever that dude is, like his coach would be like, you know what, I should let these dudes beat the shit out of you after the game.
That's some threatening times on the court. Yeah, like, yo, you do that shit one more time, the game's gonna be over.
Man, I got mad.
I've had that threat a few times.
I got mad Thursday when the dude was holding me.
Do that shit again.
He was literally holding me, man.
It's gonna be over.
You know what I heard? I heard my man didn't even get ejected out the game.
Wow.
That's some bullshit. That's an automatic ejection.
It must have been a ref son.
I don't know.
That's
crazy. Look at that.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, pull that up.
In the last 30 years,
you got all kind of noise going on over there.
You say that one of the toughest teams in the last 30 years that comes to mind when you think of toughness.
You said teams?
Teams in the last 30 years.
Basketball teams?
90s, late 90s Knicks, mid 90s, late 90s Knicks.
Bad boys.
Detroit Pistons.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Bad boys, bro.
Detroit Pistons. I'll say Miami the Miami that had Lonzo Mourning was kind of scrappy.
Wait, hold on. They said he got assessed a flagrant foul.
Just one? A flagrant one?
He got assessed a flagrant foul, came back in the game, and was part of his team's overtime victory.
That's some bullshit.
That's crazy.
Hey, don't be surprised if that dude end up shot or some shit.
Hell yeah.
In the weeks to come.
So this happened in a high school game.
Yeah, it was a high school game.
Wow.
When I tell you,
that would have been.
I was the first thing I thought was when I saw that. I thought if that happened at the high school I was working at,
if that happened to D, dude would have been dead after the game. Dude would have been dead after the game.
It would have been absolute chaos.
Man, listen.
Oh my God.
That game bench clear there.
Yeah, that would have been a fight, man. Because we had some knuckleheads, man.
Hey, Lorenzen Wright, God bless his soul.
That's my man.
He did that to one of our players in high school, like his senior year. Our senior, I think Twan was like 6'2", maybe 6'3". Went up for a layup, and he didn't intentionally undercut Twan, but he did, and bust Twan head straight open. He fell on the wood and then paused. And he had to get stitches and shit, man. So when Lorenzen came, when they came to our high school, pause. So they came to our school, man. They had to have like, man, we got this phenomenon down here with what we call bricking, and bricking is like if your school bus, either is leaving. I don't care if you lose. If your team bus is leaving our premises, we got bricks, bottles, and all that shit. We throwing it at your bus.
What's that? Eastside High? What the hell?
Yeah, it's
them LMG niggas, man.
So you might get, depending on where you going to school or going to play somebody at, you might get bricked. Like
especially y'all crazy rival shit that's happening off top.
Right. So but that dude, that young man who did that, if he was the away team, they would have made out the parking lot.
Hell no.
Yeah, and fights at the fast food joint afterwards too, the hangout spot. Everybody know where everybody goes.
Right.
There'll be some knuckles.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Some crazy fights at the
McDonald's. shouts out to anybody that hear this from Rudes or whatever. Man, we done earlier this year, the cheerleaders at our school was kind of having like a cheer battle with the cheerleaders from another school in the city, and straight got the bucket. Parents, kids, police involved, just unreal, dog.
Yeah.
Unreal. So I saw that. I was like, oh, it'd be dun, 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 tonight. Breaking news. A full-scale brawl at, I mean, it would have been unreal.
We had fights on the court back when I was, I was playing.
Hey, dude would have got straight. Yeah, like he would have got straight Rudy Tomjanovich. Man.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Not being LeBron haters.
Oh, God.
When LeBron leads the game, will the game be in better shape, or will it be in shape?
Yeah, better shape with LeBron gone.
Let me tell you why.
You asking will it be in better shape? Will it be better before he left in a better place before he got there?
Yeah.
Yes. But let me tell you why though. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because look at all of the great players that's under the age of 26. Now that may not be just because of LeBron. LeBron did. I mean, there is a level of social consciousness and actually business acumen that LeBron is really bringing to the game. He wasn't the first, but he brings it to the game. But how many great young players is it that's 26 or younger? I mean, look at what Anthony Davis is doing. Anthony Davis is going to be the best player in the league in 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
Him and that Tita Kupo.
But the problem with him is he's too brittle, man.
I'm going with Greek Freak.
I'm going with Greek Freak.
Yeah, Davis is too brittle, man. He won't stay on the court long.
He's not consistent. He's not consistent because he depends on the mid range game too much. For him to be a big guy.
Tuna Kupo, all he needs is the mid range, and that motherfucker be unstoppable.
Yeah, he would.
But I think Davis is a better player than him. I just like I said his
Davis is more polished, but like you said, durability.
But I agree with you, Wallace. And from this standpoint too, what you said about his activism, I think that's what makes him what makes him just pretty much a great dude. A great player. Like I don't agree with a lot of his antics. I do think he's a diva. I think he do be on a lot of bitch ass and stuff. But
so he fainted on the ride. Hurts. He fainted on the ride.
He fainted on the ride, bro. He fainted on the ride. But because I know that boy watching. But my thing is in its totality. It's kind of like with Master P. I wasn't the biggest No Limit fan, but I do respect P's, his drive, his determination, and his business acumen. I respect that wholeheartedly. And just like with LeBron, I don't like a lot of stuff that he does on the court for him to be the best player in the game, but I do respect his game. I respect his talent. I respect everything he brings to the game. Not only from a basketball standpoint, but from an activist standpoint and a person, outside of the game that does so much to help so many disenfranchised and unfortunate people. So he's always going to get my respect about all of that. But I think the game will be better because now you have somebody that that you didn't have in Kobe, you didn't have in Jordan. You got a great player who's not afraid to use his power and use his influence to have certain situations better, in terms of what's going on outside of the game. So I think it will be.
I respect Kobe as a basketball player, but as a person, to me, this is my opinion. I don't want to rub nobody. That nigga's a bitch. He's a straight up bitch.
Hey man, watch your mouth, man.
Hey, CX, I say it all the time. I cannot stand Kobe Bryant as a person. But as a basketball player, he's one of the best I've ever seen.
Hey man, I see y'all in San Francisco.
I give Kobe that. I respect, like I said, I respect his game, but that nigga's a bitch, man. That nigga tell on Jesus Christ, man.
And I'll give you this: he has gotten better in the last few years, in terms of just some of the bitch assness. Off the floor, bitch assness.
So the bitch assness, some of it has decreased from Dixon.
Yeah, he getting better.
competing no more.
But you know what, man?
I didn't say
hey, if y'all want to make Davenport mad, just talk about LeBron negatively.
Anybody hear me?
Or Stacks.
From the snip.
I'm a LeBron.
I was gonna say
fan too.
I'm a LeBron fan too. I think LeBron is one of the best players I've ever seen quarters 1 through 3. He did not fall out in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
True indeed.
He didn't kill some.
We fall out in the fourth quarter.
No, he didn't kill some people in the fourth quarter. He got a couple M1s. Believe that. He got a couple.
I think LeBron has to do a better job of pacing himself game wise, because whenever I've watched him historically, especially in playoffs, especially in the finals that he's lost, he's given so much 1 through 3.
He's winded.
Or he ain't got enough. He try to be everything to everybody for everybody, and you just can't do that. Even Jordan, as great as he was, Jordan, like, hey man, listen,
gas in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he never did. But guess what? Well, he knew that
why?
He paced himself
because Jordan, that's when he got everybody else involved. 1 through 3, right. He passed the ball 1 through 3. But fourth quarter, he wasn't passing to nobody.
Right.
But see, the main thing about Jordan, like I said, Jordan is he's one of the best prolific scorers of all time. You feel what I'm saying? He's one of the best prolific scorers.
That damn boy, man.
He's one of the best prolific scorers. LeBron, man, like he had to do so much. LeBron is basically Magic
Johnson and Dominique's ability.
Right, he's Magic Johnson because he needs people around him to be great. See, his greatness is contingent upon the
not
people that,
really.
No, hold up. Let me explain.
I don't know about that.
But hold up. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because think about
he's talking about in a facilitator aspect.
Exactly, and so it's like
he made Carlos Boozer great.
But that's not the same statement, though.
No. This is what I'm saying. He needs people around him. Just he can't. He doesn't. I won't say he doesn't believe in his ability. Because of course, he believes in his ability. But LeBron needs more around him to be LeBron than, let's say, a Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson can take somebody like Michael Thompson. Michael Thompson.
Oh, that's it. That whole hurts.
LeBron did that too, though.
I'm ready to say
I know what Hurts is saying.
I can't believe.
I know what Hurts is trying to say.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't believe in putting words in people's mouths.
Let me say what I'm trying to say. That way,
all right, Professor.
Okay. Let me say what I'm gonna say. Then that way nobody can misconstrue what I'm trying to say. I think in this era of super teams and all this good stuff, I watched LeBron take a team to the NBA Finals that had a bunch of nobodies on it, and he was still, I think LeBron's getting wrapped up in this whole, well, let me get all the great players I can get so I can do this and I can do that. And I think his ability, he has more ability to do more with less than a lot of players do.
Yeah.
But
you know who started that, right?
Oh, of course we know who started that. That was the whole Big Three in Boston shit. So
no, it was before that.
Yeah, but we talking about in this.
I mean, that won a championship though. That
it was before that. It was before that.
I think LeBron's.
You remember when Clyde went to?
Thank you for bringing that argument.
Hold on. You talking about Clyde?
To Houston, yeah.
But that was one guy though. That was one guy that went. Boston had,
but they already had squad though.
True, but Boston took 2 all-stars and paired them with their all-star. That's the difference. Clyde was one guy, and Clyde was over the hill by then. He still could play, but he wasn't still Clyde. He wasn't Portland Clyde at that point. Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett went to Celtics, and they were still in their best years.
They was on the decline. They was basically on.
They was on the decline, but they weren't as bad as Clyde was. They weren't as old as Clyde was, though.
But Clyde went to.
And he's one guy.
But he was Portland. Clyde was Portland.
Clyde was only. You gotta think about it. Clyde was only 2 years out of Portland, so he wasn't that bad. He had only been in the league 10 years at that point. When he come in the league? 85 with Jordan?
He came in.
No, he came in the year after, or he came in 83. I think he came in with Dominique.
No, him and Hakeem came in together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 84.
84.
That's the year Jordan came in. So 84 and Clyde went in 94. Yeah, you're right. That's 10 years. You're right.
But you know,
still that's one guy. Now, if you want to make if you want to make that argument, to make it with the year before, well, I mean the year after or the 2 years after, when there was Pippen and Barkley who tried to go to Houston to make that a super team. I'm not gonna put it on one guy, but when it's multiple guys going, then that's when I'm saying, okay, y'all trying to put together a super team.
That's what you. I mean, that's been going on. You can thank Oscar Robertson for the free agency. He's the one who started it. You know,
that Barkley Pippen team made it to the Western Conference Finals, though. They lost in 7. They lost in 7.
Who they lose to? No, I'm talking about when Pippen and Barkley used to rock it.
Did they lose to the Spurs?
Sure
did. The Spurs won the first one with Duncan.
It's a short.
That was the lockout. That was the lockout season. Lockout season.
That was a 50-game season when Spurs beat the Knicks.
Hey, Dad, you sound like you coming through a SB 404, man.
Yeah, you got the low five.
My bad, I'm out.
I'll turn that down.
Now you got the 12-big crunch going.
Yeah, I mean, the way this is not I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. Like I've always, since he's been in the league, I said, dude is more. I've always said that he's more Magic Johnson than he is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, in mindset, but a lot of people.
The thing with LeBron is he flourished. I think LeBron is at I guess what Hurst was trying to say is LeBron is his true self when he's able to make the whole team better.
Facilitate.
That's what he wants to do.
I mean, I understand. I understand that part, right? But it's like they'll discount his scoring like he's not.
No. I've even said that. You know what? I've even said this, man, on numerous occasions. I would feel better if somebody, if wherever he went, I would feel better that they find a adequate enough point guard to where.
Thank you. Let him put off the ball.
Because this dude, if I had a dude that dominant as a player, scoring and all that good stuff, hey man, all I want you to do is go down the court, post up on the wing.
And that's it. That's
the only gripe that I ever had with LeBron. Because
that ain't my gripe. Dominant.
That's the only gripe I have because he's shown us that, man, if he's in scoring mode, he cannot be stopped. But
that's what makes it frustrating, though.
Yeah.
That's what makes it frustrating to watch him in the fourth quarter.
But see,
right. So the game hold on. Here's my gripe. He's the highest paid player on the team, if not the league. Well, he was. He's amongst the highest paid players. But fuck it, he's the highest player on his team. Right. Best player on the planet, all that shit. You dominate quarters 1 through 3. Fourth quarter, you got 1-on-1. Yeah. You drive to the basket instead of just dunking the ball or laying it up. You kick it out to a wide open. I don't care if it is wide open. That's still a high percentage shot. But the man. We supposed to lose and win with you. Not you kicking it out to Kyle Korver to win the game for us. No, we're not paying Kyle Korver the multi-millions of dollars to do that.
There was a game that LeBron played not too long ago. I forget. This is during the whole when they was losing. I forget what game it was, but it was fourth quarter situation. They was down by 1. They were down by 2. It's 10 seconds left. He ISO. All he had to do was just dribble, go to the hole,
get the foul,
get a foul and 1, or to at least score 2 to go into OT.
He gonna get that.
But he didn't do that. This motherfucker dribble, and just pulled up a 3.
Oh,
for no reason. And I'm like, come on, bro. But the funny thing about it, they went to OT. In the very next play, he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
That's who he beat.
And that's the difference to me.
He beat. It's the East Coast team too, man.
Yeah, I was like,
Washington.
Washington. You need to.
Washington.
That's all you had to do.
That's what it was. Washington.
Yeah,
that's when he dropped 55 or something on us.
Yeah, But you know. That's like I watched him. I watched him when he was with the Heat, and I was telling my pops this because my pops is a huge Miami Heat fan, and me and him was talking. I went down to visit. We were talking. I said, man, y'all problem with LeBron is that he ain't, and that's why he's clamoring and he's asking the GM for all these pieces because even when he was in Miami, he didn't have enough help to take the scoring load off of him because. Because he going at it 1 through 3, by the time fourth quarter, and I told my pops, I said, pay attention to that dude. If he had like a 40-point game at the end, look how tired he is when he on the court with his fourth quarter.
But see, you know what? They seen it from the last finals. Lord, when he sat down, they go down by 15. They like minus 15 points. But you have to, in all sincerity, you have to honestly put him in the position to where he's not overexerting himself on that court. Take the ball out of his hand.
The thing is, there you go. Because George Hill is a very George Hill is a very capable point guard of running the offense and doing his thing. But if you're not going to use him in that capacity, you're not getting your money's worth out of that.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
He's just another body on his court.
Listen, man.
Right.
Whether you're tired or not, and when the game's on the line, it's all about heart and nerves.
Yep.
You think Kobe Bryant wasn't tired?
This the other thing, right? I think that it's so many people that want to see him fail that they forget the things that he. I'm not saying nobody on the panel, but I'm just saying.
No, you saying it, brother. You saying
it. I'm just saying. It's so many. Doc Rivers said it so eloquently. It's so many people that want to see LeBron fail that they forget his accomplishments. He's done a lot of stuff.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
A lot of the greats have never done. Michael Jordan has never taken a team to the finals by himself with a bunch of garbage.
Yeah,
he's went to the finals with dudes on his teams that are Hall of Famers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen.
But you know what though?
Yeah. And then that year when he came back and Nick Anderson stole that ball from him. You know what I'm saying?
That was basketball shape. That was basketball shape, Jordan. Now stop. And the next season they came back. And swept them out when he was full season. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Let me finish. When he stole that ball from him, you know what he said? We need a rebounder because Horace Grant had left and went to Orlando, and that's when he went and got Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So when people say, LeBron needed to stack his team, what you think Jordan did?
Because they had Kukoc, and Kukoc wasn't actually.
He was finesse.
He was finesse, right? He wasn't.
Man, that was Jerry Crossboy. That was Jerry Crossboy. Jordan mad about that.
And I like Kukoc. Don't get me wrong. I like Tony Kukoc, but he wasn't. He's on the power forward because of his height. He wasn't a power forward.
That team.
He wasn't for strength.
Robin wasn't.
Hey, matter of fact, Tony Kukoc was actually more of a point guard.
Yeah.
He's actually
more like a point forward.
Exactly, but over in Croatia, he was like Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Robin wasn't a scorer, so
he was a scorer. He just
when you getting 15 to 30 rebounds game, it's like you scoring because you getting a rebound, giving them
you can when you're rebounding like that, you're controlling the pace of the game.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people don't know that. Dennis Rodman, when he got drafted to Detroit, Dennis Rodman was like a top scorer, 46 and 12, 13 in college in Southeast Oklahoma. He was like a real scorer. The same thing can be said about a guy like Tony Allen when he was with Oklahoma State. This dude was like a 20-point a game scorer in college. But when he gets to the league, he had to transform his game to something else to be an asset to a team.
Because he couldn't shoot for shit either. That's the other problem.
I mean, the only thing I'm saying is when people
Robert Bricky disease.
When people say something about somebody acquiring somebody on a team, it's not like a Golden State where you just acquiring another big superstar, a bona fide scorer,
MVP.
But my thing is, stop talking about you the best player in the world. Stop self-proclaiming yourself as the best player in the world. Shit don't have to go your way. You want to start at the waterworks and saying you this, that, and the third. Like, dude, you the best. Yeah, you the best. I didn't hear Jordan complain when Nick Anderson stole that ball. I didn't hear him complain.
Because there wasn't no social media.
Right, exactly. So he went back to the gym, worked on his body, and came back stronger. That's what you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to be.
And he went and got Dennis Rodman.
Right. Because there's a mic in your face, you can't always sit back and be like, Well, I mean,
Your boy does it too now. Come on.
Hey, Harris, I guarantee you. Hold on. Let me say this. If Jordan faced a team with 4 All-Stars and 2 current MVPs on, you best believe he finna reshape that team the next year.
Dude, oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Because ain't no way in the hell just him and Pippen gonna beat a team like that. They gonna need somebody else.
Right, and they both went to the weight room after Detroit smacked them around little girls.
And also,
right.
They set the NBA record with that team too at the time with all those wins.
Yeah.
And then Golden State broke that record, and LeBron beat them.
In the paragraph 6, tell me why you don't like Jordan, man.
Who's that?
I respect him as a player. I just know he an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I know he a straight asshole. There's been too many incidents that came out where there's a pattern with him. You feel what I'm saying?
But a lot of great people are assholes. Marvin Gaye was an asshole. Miles Davis, a bunch of great people that were assholes.
Have y'all seen?
He wouldn't pay his music.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, I'm alright to get you an asshole, but
he would do sessions with him at his house and record and put it out.
Have y'all seen the Miles Davis joint with
asshole shit?
Have y'all seen the Miles? No, the Miles Davis joint when he's playing. He's about to play a riff on the horn, and Herbie Hancock is playing, and he messed up his groove. And there's a look on Miles Davis' face like, man, I can't wait to get this motherfucker after this session.
But I'll say this, Stash. Like Michael Jordan has changed. He changed the game. There's no question. He was the best player. You feel what I'm saying? The best player. You know what I'm saying? But like.
Michael Jordan ran from his blackness.
When you that great,
no doubt.
Shit, he was running real fast because he ain't that light skin.
When you that great, people forget about your failures.
This nigga,
you feel what I'm saying? Right. Because he had a lot of failures that people don't like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? And you're right, Six. I'm not saying dude like God or some shit. Because
no, he is the template of basketball. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right, but in terms of we were talking about the other night in terms of what he brought to the game, brought to the table, is immeasurable. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But and a lot of people are eating off of that today. Yeah. So that's
no doubt.
That's why, and but in terms of him as a person, like we talk about, I try not to get too wrapped up in the personal shit because I don't know them personally. So I don't care. They're a schmuck, to somebody else.
Loud mouth shit.
Right, but like Dixie said, it does matter to a point where you're not, like you said, Dixie said, you're running away from your blackness or whatever because you're so afraid that you're going to lose that white dollar. That so that is an issue. And with that, I do find an issue with that because it's kids looking up to you. It's kids dying over your product, bro, every day.
And you fucked that team up.
Right.
And you what?
He fucked that
team up. Talking about the
Wizards.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah. With that, but that's ego because that's you. That's you believing your own hype. Now, and that's not saying he wasn't a great player, but dude, come on, man. Why would you play for the Wizards?
Here you go.
And why the fuck would you pick Kwame Brown?
Yeah, that bum. Oh my goodness. Talk about bums.
He's supposed to be somebody, man.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Like I said, to me, when it comes to the basketball shit, Jordan played in hand check era. He dominated that era, and he delivered time and time and time again with the game on the line.
Yeah.
I got to give it to him.
Fourth quarter killer.
I got to give it to him for that alone.
Fourth quarter killer.
We would have been more surprised if Jordan didn't make the game-winning shot. That's how great he was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to be honest with you, the goddamn NBA logo is Jerry West. And he missed a whole lot of clutch shots. A whole lot.
And they called him Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, but he missed a lot of them.
That's the irony of it. They call him Mr. Clutch. That's why he's the logo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
need to change.
That dude played a lot of games to earn that title.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm. That's in the whole essence of everything that we're saying.
And let me answer Davenport because he said so. I guess when LeBron breaks every record possible. See, here's the thing: we get tangled and twisted. You know, just because you got records and you break records, no, that doesn't say that you're not great. But that's not the end all to be all. It's people that Robert Horry has seven championships on his fingers. You know what I'm saying? So are you telling me that
you got to put it in context?
Right. So are you saying that just because Robert Horry has 7 rings, he's a greater champion than Michael Jordan?
LeBron?
No, he's not. I don't care if you come in and break every record that I've set. How did you break those records? You know what I'm saying? What against what competition did you break those?
How many games did you play?
How many games did you play? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that go into this. And so like I say all the time, a lot of times we let how we feel about people emotionally dictate how we look at things factually. And we gotta stop doing that. Well, I love Kobe Bryant, but I ain't dumb. I'm not dumb enough to say Kobe's better than Jordan. Nah. Why would I say that?
Well, I say this, and it's gonna be controversial. If I'm picking a team and I gotta pick a shooting guard, I'm gonna pick Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Kobe can do everything Mike does, except Kobe is a better outside shooter. Look at their 3-point percentages. Look at their 3-point percentages.
I gotta agree with you with that one. I do because Mike was.
I basically get a better shooting Mike. It's basically what I get.
Yeah, Mike was a better mid-range shooter, but Mike played better defense.
Exactly.
But to an extent,
give me Kobe.
I can't say that.
Pause.
I can't say that Mike. I can't say Mike was a better defender in a sense because Mike was playing against smaller guards.
And Kobe's taller,
man. You bugging with that taking Kobe, G. Listen, how you gonna take the mirror? How you gonna take the mirror over the original? Like that's crazy.
Because the mirror,
everything he did.
And you think Mike didn't copy some shit from Dr. J?
Not the shooting.
The rock the cradle dunk.
It all depends on
the up and under. Nobody was doing that before Dr. J.
It all depends on how you're using your shooting guard.
I got that, Jordan.
I need a shooting guard.
If you want your shooting guard to be shooting threes, if you want your shooting guard shooting threes, then yeah, I'll be rocking with Kobe. If my shooting guard to be driving to the hole and pulling up mid ranges, then I'm going.
And putting the clamps on D, because that guy got a defensive. He got a defensive player of the year. I'm taking Mike all day.
What about team?
That depends on what the whole team is because. And that goes back to the other thing we had where we was making our own teams.
Right. And what I'm saying is, like Mike, Mike to me is the one of the top 1, 2, or 3 prolific scorer ever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at him. He's like
Alex English type.
The top 1, 2, or 3 prolific scorer. You know what I'm saying? Mike was all defense for 10 years. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But people still forget when he was getting baked too. He was getting baked when he was in A2. I seen Abdul Rauf used to bake Mike ass.
Yeah, we not saying, but we know Mike. We know Mike. Like we know some people gonna get you. Reggie Lewis used to give him trouble.
He was a point guard.
Man,
Reggie Lewis used to give him trouble for the Celtics before he passed away.
Michael Jordan couldn't guard Penny Hardaway.
Oh hell no.
Sure couldn't.
Hell no.
He had Mike on them skates.
Hell
or AI.
I'm gonna expect him to guard AI.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna be able to guard AI.
That AI.
That's a point
guard versus shooting guard. AI ain't gonna cook him every time.
Hey, Penny Hardaway got Jordan that corner and took him to school.
North Memphis.
But I will say this. Now, Mike, of course, Mike got baked a couple times, but did they consistently bake him? That's the thing.
No. Let me tell you something about that Iverson crossover.
That's Allen Iverson.
I'm gonna tell you. I was watching that game.
That shit hurt.
And all my years of watching it, at that point, I'm young, but man, I've never seen Michael Jordan get done in the way that he got. When it was so shocking.
It was a new move. It was a move that nigga can get anybody on. That shit was brand new.
Hold on. First of all, let's put it in context.
He took him the second way. It
wasn't brand new. Tim Hardaway was doing that before him.
Well, I mean,
but it was a different crossover, though. No, it was different.
But it was different.
It was different. It was all everybody. Hold on, let me break it down. Everybody else's crossover was in the box until AI came along. Yeah. This crossover was outside of the box. That's why Jordan couldn't guard it, and nobody else couldn't guard it. They didn't know how to guard it yet.
Tim Hardaway had to call. That's why
they wanted to call travel on that shit all the time.
Because he went right and then took him back left.
Yeah,
it was in the box.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway crossover kind of. It was a real quick crossover that it was like right. Boom,
it was
boom,
1-2.
Yeah, it was a 1-2. And he gone.
When I say in the box, I know
what you mean, Dixie.
Those other crossovers, your feet are vertical, like in a running position.
Yeah,
like you going forward. Yeah. AI was his feet was square.
Yeah, it was.
Nobody ever seen that before.
No, they haven't.
And it's hard to guard.
But also let's get some.
You don't know which way he's going because you can go left or right. He can head fake that shit.
Right.
It's like damn near triple threat, but it's a crossover triple threats kind of like you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
Let's get some part about it. Let's get some love to Shamgar Wells too, because Shamgar Wells kind of pioneered a lot of this stuff that we talk about it, but he don't get no props for it. Shamgar was killing.
Hey, but wait a minute, the Shamgar, that shit came from a Mexican cat though. That actual crossover.
You talking about the Sham Wow?
No, the Shamgar. Called the El Toro, some shit. I forget his name.
But the sad thing about Jordan, he crossed him back the other way. You got him.
The thing is, AI crossed him twice at once.
That's what I'm saying. He had to step on him already, and then he did him again.
But that was kind of
at least he didn't fall. At least he didn't fall.
It wasn't heartbreaking for me.
He didn't fall, but he did look like the WB fraud.
That was the change.
I still think, but hold on. I think the awe. I personally think the awe of that had to do with that it was Mike A and B. You hadn't seen that type of crossover before, but I still say the way Jordan put the work on Bird in that corner was worse.
Yeah. That shit was
no. You know what? Nah, because you know what? The look on Bird's face knew he couldn't guard Jordan. But Mike
was locked in. Mike was locked in. Yeah, Mike was locked in.
Bird was looking like okay, I know I don't know which way he's going, but I just can't let him get past me. But the way, but
Mike took the challenge.
What I'm saying though, I'm looking at the stumble. I'm looking at the stumble factor.
Right.
The stumble factor. His feet turned into goddamn skate. You know what I'm saying? And when Jordan finally pulled up, Bird was nowhere near him. When Jordan finally pulled up for the shot, Bird was nowhere near him. But when AI pulled up for the shot, Jordan was still with him.
Yeah, he was with him.
But he couldn't time it because it's like you're trying to time it. And then you doing your song and dance. It
was a changing of the guard, man.
Basically, it was new versus old.
It was a changing of the guard.
But y'all hear AI talk about that though? AI said in a documentary, he said he did that shit all season long, but once he got Jordan, the league started calling travel on him.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Jordan,
that's true as fuck.
That's true.
That's true as fuck.
If he had him looking like Wesley Johnson the other night.
It's funny they call it travel on AI, but they don't never fucking call carry on CP3. But he always palming the ball.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
Ball palmer.
He's smart about it because he keeps his hand on top of the sphere.
But watch CP3 bring the ball up court. You'll see his hand under the ball.
Hand on the ball. Good lord.
Hey, we're going with stereo from here on out.
I think
at least say basketball.
I think White Chocolate.
He puts his
yanked a lot of them dudes, man.
I got a chance to watch him when he came to Memphis, man. And bro, seeing him play in person is nice.
Ooh, I do it quick.
I remember he killed Gary Payton. Oh, he killed Gary Payton. Man, they tried to clip him up.
He shook Gary Payton so bad. Gary Payton just stood there and laughed, man.
Hey,
no, nobody did him like Chauncey did in that finals though. Ooh, he gave Gary the business.
Hey,
it's
Chris Paul.
Hey, man, we need y'all to stop talking about Gary Payton.
Chris Paul. Hey, Chris Paul. Gary Payton was old by then.
Still gave it to him.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who's to give. I'm gonna tell you somebody who's to give to Gary Payton in his prime though, and that was Nick Van Exel.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something about
He's the only guy Gary Payton could not guard.
Give it to
that dude.
Man, Exel was a beast, man.
That dude used to come. They used to have University of Memphis and Cincinnati used to be in the same conference. Back then it was called the Great Midwestern Conference back then, and before that was called the Metro Conference. But anyhow,
Keith Green,
Nick Van Exel and Corey Blunt would come to Memphis twice a year. Well, every year. And man, Nick Van Exel would give Penny and Billy Smith and Tony Matlock them the fit. I mean, that dude, you couldn't stop that dude. We used to be looking like, man, God, clip this dude or something. Like,
hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think if Penny, we can do all the what ifs and hypotheticals, but if Penny Hardaway hadn't got fucked up, with his back or whatever. Yeah, I think he'd had a couple championships on his belt.
Oh hell yeah! No doubt.
I think if he would have when he I got disappointed with him, man, when he was hurt in Orlando. He was hurt, but he went play in the All-Star game, but he didn't play none of the games leading up to the All-Star game to see. He just sat out. Mm-hmm. And the younger me was like, man, that's stupid. Like, why would you play? And then you bump Tim Hardaway. You bump Tim Hardaway out of a starting spot because you want to play. But when you come back to the season, you sitting up here like you just hurt. Yeah. But a lot of his issues.
Jimmy Butler just went through that too.
Yeah, a lot of his issues. A lot of his issues, were conditioning. Like he come home and hang out and shit and do whatever he was doing, but I don't think
he was them LMG dudes, man.
no, he wasn't messing. No, he was in North Memphis. He wasn't dealing with LMG. No, sir. We can talk off air about who he was.
Y'all talking about Chris Paul? I remember when Chris Paul put a move on Chauncey Billups in the All-Star game that was nasty too. It was like he did this fake pass, like this fake bounce pass, but he made it bounce back to himself.
Oh, yeah. But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you something. But Karma's a mug though, cause look at what Steph be doing to him.
Yeah,
right.
Steph be having that man. CP3. He ain't got that much hair up top, man. Every time he play against Steph, man, he had to brush his shoulders off, man, brush his jersey off. Like, goddamn, more follicles and drop shit.
It was funny. Oh man, that's nuts. Pause. Damn.
Hey, Trevor Ariza come over there and dust his shoulder off and say, maybe you should try something else. New Selsun Blue.
Okay, so we take Magic Johnson or LeBron James.
Magic.
Come on, man. That's like you can't even. The reason why I say that because Magic Johnson's career is done. His legacy has been laid. LeBron ain't done.
Right.
I guess. Are you saying if we had to choose one?
And 8 finals in 10 years. I mean, that's hard to do, man.
Pause. Yeah.
It's hard to do, but
and won 5 of them.
Yeah. Magic Johnson who won 5?
Oh,
Magic.
Oh,
yeah, he won 5.
I was gonna say that's why
he went 8 times in 10 years and won 5 of them.
Yeah.
Now you heard that right? He went 8 times, won 5 of them, right? But LeBron went multiple times, lost some. Everybody attacked him.
But he lost 5. He lost 5. He didn't win 5.
He lost 5. He won 5.
Because if he had won 5, trust me, he'd be the greatest right now. People will be talking about it's the greatest. But which is crazy because is that if you're going to gauge his greatness by championship, even if he was to win 5. He still hasn't won 11 or 10 for that matter. So
my thing is this, man. Like even if he had won 5, they still would have something to say. I mean, he beat the best.
It's always gonna be hate.
He beat the
Hey,
best
I think Russell's the greatest winner. We know he ain't the best player. I think you gotta separate the two. He's always gonna be the greatest winner because he got the most chips, but he ain't the greatest player.
Bill Russell's the greatest champion because of the fact that he didn't need offense to dictate the game. Primarily, he was an effective scorer, but his strength lied in his rebounding. Let's remember. Bill Russell was 6'9".
And remember, it was 8 teams in the league, and they were stacked. So come on, like we got to put it in context, man.
Right, no doubt. But with him being 6'9", Wilt being like 7'2", 7'3", he was overpowering Wilt. When Wilt was playing for Philadelphia, and even with the Lakers, he was overpowering. And that's the thing, like he was more physical. He was more physical.
Wilt was an athlete.
Yeah, Wilt was the, but it's like, to me, when you talk about champions and as great as Jordan, his lasting impression on the league is an impression that I don't think it'll ever be undone. When LeBron's he's done wearing his sneakers and he untied his sneakers for the last time or whatever, his legacy is gonna be one that rivals any legend we can think of. I mean, because he's gonna have a lot of the records that we thought that couldn't be broken. And he might not have the hardware but that doesn't take away his, like, Charles Barkley is one of the greatest power forwards ever lived. He don't even have a ring.
He don't even have a ring.
But you can't take away what his contribution to the game. He made it cool. He made it cool for undersized dudes to be about their business when it came to their rebound. Look at Draymond Green. He a 6'7" dude playing power forward.
That's where the Hall of Fame come in at. If great players that don't win chips go to the Hall.
Well, that play center was 6'7".
Right.
So that's what I kept saying. The previous conversations, like what's the parameters, on what's great, who's the greatest, or this, that, and other. I mean, you can't use chips. You feel what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is Robert Horry got 7. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, he's never mentioned. So we ain't using that. We using
I think Jordan is the great. I think I would say, in my estimation,
I laid out my reasons why.
I would say he was the greatest because of what he was able to do from a business standpoint that impacted everybody else that played with him. Not only with him in his era, but the people that came behind him and were able to be businessmen and profit off of their have signature shoes and all that stuff. He helped institute a lot of that stuff, and that I think about his impact more than I think about his stuff on the court.
Yeah, and that's why you gotta put Magic in that too, because Magic, we know he had Converse, but then we know he bought stock in Pepsi in the 80s, and it was some other he did. I know he did stock in Pepsi or Coke. I think it was Coke.
It was Pepsi. You're right. It was
Pepsi. And so he was doing deals outside of the league, because obviously they wasn't, Magic signed a 25-year deal, so he was getting $1 million a year from the league, and then he got his endorsements up. He was doing that in the 80s, so I think and he's the one that kind of went around the league. He was the one that kind of went around the league, and was telling cats about what to do outside of the NBA. Dr. J was another one with endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Outside the league, outside of his Converse contract, he had some other things.
All that stuff is marketability. If we talking about just pure basketball, like I said, Jordan dominated in the hand check era. He was the best player on the floor in the hand check era.
Yeah.
Now, this motherfucker, it's not good enough for him to drop 60 on you. He will go to the free throw line, close his eyes, and knock down 2 free throws. Then, if that ain't good enough, he'll dunk on your guard. Then he gonna dunk on your center and ask, "Is he big enough?"
And then lock down your best offensive player. Lock him down.
Hey, I will say, man, that motherfucker would dunk on anybody, man. Like he would.
You never dunk on me.
I mean, it's kind of hard to find another player with that much lustful animosity, because he's to literally look for a reason to hate your motherfucking ass so I can do something to you in the game. Yep. Oh, what? Why about it? Your brother said something about us because y'all playing us tonight. I'm gonna light your ass up tonight. That's how he was. You feel me? Jordan was like that.
I was just reading a piece on Steve Francis is probably one of my favorite point guards that never saw the stardom. I think he should have him or Starberry. But anyhow, I was reading a piece on Steve Francis.
I read it,
and he was talking about how Sam Cassell, man, did him in as a rookie. It was so hilarious, man. And he when he saw Gary Payton, he had learned his lesson by that. He had saw Gary Payton. He lit Gary Payton up for like 40 points or whatever. And said Gary Payton was talking trash to him, like, man, call him all kind of MFs and SOBs and all that stuff, man. But just guys like him in that small guard era, in like from 90, I'll say 95 till about let me see. Steve Francis came in a year after Iverson, so you had Marbury.
He was 99, wasn't he? It's like 3 years after.
He came in, yeah.
Iverson was
99. I'm sorry. But those dudes are like, man, you know what, man, the league gonna be all right. I was wrong, but
Franz was to be hitting that bottle.
I didn't. You know what? One thing I didn't know about this. I didn't know he had it. I didn't know he had it so tough, man. Like,
yeah, he did.
He had it tough, man. Like, man,
he did. My little homeboy I know went to community college with him when he went to Allegheny.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The fuck is that?
What's that? Trapping over here.
It's strip club, ain't it?
Tear the club up, thug.
Sorry.
I didn't know he was.
That's Gadget over there making them trap beats, man.
El Trapo.
Right.
Gadget over there making them trap beats, man.
No, I was looking at a video too.
1989.
Man.
Get down.
But yeah, but man, at the end of the day, man, like when we're 20 more years or whatever, our kids be like, man, they Michael Jordan, who
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Say
the
that.
kids taking to them shoes. Still,
I can't say Mike, man. Mike. One thing about Mike. Man.
The reason why I say that though, because just look at even on a musical standpoint, look at what we going through now with Jay Bishop, him saying something about this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
true.
It's like kids. People are like one thing about us. If we grew up in the era like when Jordan was dominating, we knew who Dr. J was. We knew who Magic was. We knew about all the predecessors who made the game. If you follow basketball in that way, it's not like, well, shit on that. That's old and that don't matter because it's all about now. Nobody cares about the foundation, about who laid the brickwork. Nobody wants to know about the person who laid the brickwork. They want to be able to opportunize off of what's already been laid out for them.
Hey, but Hurts, you got to realize, like, he been out of basketball.
The newspaper.
Yeah.
God damn.
I don't know.
Eating peanuts.
The daily news out.
Eating peanuts, cracking the hulls or something.
Man, he been out of basketball for a long time, but he made his presence felt with them shoes. So them shoes gonna be around here for a long time, and you see people wearing Jordan who had nothing to do with basketball. Probably don't even know who Jordan is. But they just want Jordans. You know what I'm saying? So he always gonna be that black motherfucker. Always gonna be around, man. You know what I'm saying?
But as you know what, as great as a player he is, man, I will not buy a pair of his shoes.
Me either.
I will not. I won't support him in no fashion, no shape or fashion.
Man, I remember one day I was going to the gym and I didn't even think I was gonna go. I stopped over my man's house. I said, "Let me use a pair of shoes to ball in." He was like, "I got these Jordans you playing." I said, "Man, I don't want that shit, man." I said, "No, man. No, man. I play in a goddamn pair of LA Gears before I play in some
the Hiker Blues."
God damn.
I had a pair of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 87 with a free basketball.
And I had Jordans back then, but that's when I was unconscious to everything, man. But nah, man. I mean, I ain't hating on them, but I'm just saying, like, it's ridiculous. I refuse to pay for a pair of shoes that's $200-something. When I brought them back in the day, they was only $120.
Not even that, man.
Y'all niggas wearing
like
shoes like they new.
That's just like them foam pods. I love those shoes. I just can't see myself paying $180 for them. When back in the day, they were like a bill 10, bill 15.
Nah, it was $180.
I went to go buy some Timberlands, man. They want like
we had. Well, I probably should say this off air, so I'll save it for off air. Make sure I write that down so I don't forget about it.
Man, that's a MIDI keyboard, man.
Oh man,
MIDI keyboard, man. Nah, man.
But you know, around here though, they used to hit the trains for those shoes because you have a Nike factory here in Memphis. So
Bruh Man used to work at that joint.
Yeah, what we call it the Nike factory. But they used to hit the trains. I remember my last year in school, the school that Lorenzo Wright played for, the whole team had on the brand new Jordans. And they were confiscating the shoes off the court while the people wearing the shoes on the court. The cops came in and started confiscating the shoes.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Is that the dude who got shot in Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
His wife had something to do with it.
His wife set him up.
Yeah, I think she hired some LMG dudes to do it, man.
You ever hear this LMG
shit? You mean to tell me Caroline wasn't a part of that investigation?
I think she had quit.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I don't.
Man up.
Caroline will give you a bag of cheddar cheese, sour cream, Ruffles, and a Pepsi.
Hey, I'm interested in asking.
And you gonna tell?
Man up right now.
Can I ask this question real quick? Like, say you've seen a lot of allegations out there. Do you say you were in their shoes, superstar? You name every female in the Western Hemisphere wanted to drop the draws for you. Do you make them fill out a consent form?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Well, hey, you see what happened.
What's the question again?
You see what happened to Usher, right? With the big girl,
herpes.
Yeah.
If you a star and someone want to smash, are you making no sign of consent form?
Or even Tupac went to jail for 2 years.
Yep.
Man,
for forcibly touching the buttocks.
I'm filming everything. For
what?
Pause, I need some footage.
Forcibly touching the buttocks. That's what they say.
Buttocks. End quote.
If you happen to Mike didn't do, man, really, no injuries. You couldn't beat the hell up if that happened.
You go up to his hotel room at 2 a.m. You just going to play checkers? What the fuck?
That's like Mike. That's like Mike.
Mike was getting it in. They said Mike was getting it in real tough on the low. They ain't say, people didn't say anything, but Mike was getting it. They had a rumor with Vanessa Williams, I thought.
I heard it.
Mike who?
Tyson?
Oh.
Yeah.
Williams, that was that.
Oh, he's slutting them out. Yeah.
You gonna see Mike Tyson at 2 a.m. Come on, man.
Vanessa Williams.
I can tell you one thing. You ain't going up there to have a shadow box session with him.
No.
He was talking. Hey, he was talking defense.
That's about Jordan.
Over to feed the pigeons.
Oh, you talking about Jordan?
Yeah, you smashed Vanessa Williams. That was the rumor.
Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Well,
no, Jordan.
Oh, you're talking about Mike Tyson.
Well, he has a thing. He has a thing with light skin. If it's he giving the paper bag test. If you dogging my mama, I can't mess with you.
Shit, hey, fuck that. But Vanessa Williams though, yeah, shit. I don't fault him.
Shit, he did something because Juanita said nothing else about it.
Yeah, Juanita was done after that. I think that was the last straw.
Hit her with the word, man.
Hit her with the glug, bro. Who gonna tell? Hey, you glug a joint, young? Are you telling? Hey, go ahead and tell.
Yo, have y'all seen this picture of Halle Berry with the miniskirt at the Vanity Fair?
Nah, share that.
Man, I'm sick of Halle Berry.
See them old bones.
Where's that?
Wait,
her bad feet.
Did you see the yoga?
Nah, did you see her running? Did you see her running and kidnapped though? You got to see that gadget. Yo, gadget, I swear to God.
I've seen kidnap, but I've also saw the yoga pictures, which made me forget all about the plot for kidnap.
Nah, I ain't talking about the plot. I'm talking about her getting out that minivan when she ran out of gas.
I saw the movie.
Oh, okay.
But the yoga will make you forget all about the fucking movie.
Oh, share that. Yeah, share that. Yeah.
So
hold on.
You still have it or not?
It ain't got nothing on the other yoga joints that I put in there, but yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He got money.
Where you put that at? Where that at?
Hallie.
Who that is? That's just my baby mom.
How old is Halle Berry?
He's 50.
56? 56?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Where's the picture at?
He's like,
I just
She's like 52. She's probably like 52. I think she's like 52, ain't she?
yeah. But she is still banging.
Man, I tell you, boy, that damn Angela Bassett, man.
Massive.
I don't see that shit. Where that shit at, bro?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, who is that? Like, I don't know.
I put it in the chat.
Yeah, I was saying
Hangout or which one?
The Hangout.
Man, Halle Berry ain't no fucking 60 years old, man.
Oh,
no, she's 50 like 2 or something like that.
I don't see that shit yet.
She ain't fucking 56. She's like 52, man.
She aged better than Jasmine Guy. I know that shit.
Oh yeah,
well,
she's 11. She's 11 years older than I am, so
she's 51.
52 this year.
She's 51.
Have y'all seen the recent picture of Lisa Bonet? Oh,
no.
Hey, hold up, Gadget. Where's your wife, brother?
Oh man,
yeah, you talking up a lot of shit.
I heard she didn't age well.
Hey man, his whisper game is
I got lupus though or something.
Right?
I don't know, Gadget. I don't like the picture I'm seeing of her right now.
Gadget got the whisper plug in on and shit.
The picture I see her right now.
Hey, Gadget, it's funny you said Lisa Bonet.
Look all right.
You see her daughter, right?
Yeah, just like that, Gadget.
You know who married to her daughter?
Who?
The dude that play Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
they play who?
He married Lisa
Bonet. He's married to Lisa Bonet.
Oh, that girl.
He's married to the mother.
Yeah.
No, he's married to Lisa Bonet, not the mother. I don't know what you talking about with the mother, but
you said Lisa Bonet.
Straight blood.
Oh, look pretty straight. I see.
No.
Yeah, she don't feel like that, but she look all right.
You know what? I'll make her.
Jasmine Guy look terrible.
Man, she look like
damn Dixie.
Man, she look like
their daughter.
Jasmine got like the seats in the 1976 Nova, man.
Yeah, but she got lupus.
Her shit is
Jasmine got sick. She got lupus.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey.
Yeah, I mean she's sick.
No, hey, but you know what? But when you that light skinned, man, that just she looks weathered. Like I said, like somebody left. Like somebody
her mom is white.
Yeah,
but the autoimmune disease.
She took out that European side.
Yeah, they let the rain. They let the windows down in the Nova, let it rain on the leather seats.
Autoimmune disease.
Robert Young.
Yeah, she's got lupus, I think.
Oh well, I'm sorry if she got lupus. Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry she got lupus too.
Who has lupus?
Oh, maybe not.
He said, "I'm sorry."
You knew what was going on when she took them pictures.
Hold on. Who has lupus?
They were saying
Stack said Jasmine Guy got lupus.
They were saying that, but no, I'm seeing that there's some.
Man,
it's not true.
She has cigarettes.
She's sniffing?
Yeah, she has cigarettes. She don't have lupus.
Oh, see that there you go. See, you know what?
She had what?
Cigarette. She a smoker. She look
like some freeze dried catfish out that motherfucker.
Look like a sturgeon.
No, you know, sometimes the lighter the person is, the more age, man.
Yeah, the age hard.
The lack of melanin, man.
Wait a minute. Freeze dried catfish though.
I like that.
Listen, she look like a. I've never seen a I've never seen a white grape raisin. But she looks, man, like she look like somebody should throw her in the wrinkle free, like in the dryer or something. Because her neck like a shirt that you just washed. And I'm going too far.
And see, that's why I was more of a Kim fan.
She looked like some cold smoke. Yeah. She looked like some cold smoke orange roughy.
Man,
she lost that weight.
She look like some. She's like some Kashi Goleen.
Like a goddamn balled up snot rag.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
It's like auntie, man. Don't get
She just look bad.
Don't pay me some cools at the store.
But those cigarettes do that to you. Those cigarettes age you. They'll age you like that, though.
That's what the fuck they'll do.
Don't pay me some cools, baby.
Hey,
Shit, I used to smoke cigarettes too, though. I don't look like.
They got these 80-year-old ladies.
You got to realize, man. We got a lot of melanin.
Y'all got melanin though, so y'all, you know,
cigarettes as long as hell. Oh, that lady smoking. Like, y'all need to quit.
I don't have a little bitch. So I'm seeing these stories that she doesn't. So maybe it's just cool. She's on the cools diet.
All that money, Jazz, making, man, she can easily go get some rhinoplasty, man.
Stretch her goddamn face.
A lot of it too may come from drinking.
It's right about it get lit. Yeah.
I don't know why people think they can just drink and just tear themselves up drinking all the goddamn time.
Yeah, that drinking.
Remember she's an age. She might have been on that sniff too. You know, they were sniffing hard in the 80s, boy.
Yeah.
Every party had a Coke bowl in it.
Like a whole
You
uncut.
Every party had a Coke bowl.
Oh, they documentaries. The Coke bowl.
Some of that 75% raw.
Oh my Lord, man! Please, man.
The alpaca.
Please.
Don't be wiping that. Block that shit. That's alpaca.
Right.
That shit from the 80s. That's why a lot of them dead now.
Block that shit.
Yeah, rhinoplasty, man. Yeah, that's why Kim was my girl, man. Kim had that. Kim had cake.
Yeah, it's oof.
Man, what happened to Oh, you talking about Kim from Different World?
Yes,
she did. I hated the fact she always hid that shit with the damn sweater.
Yeah,
that sweater let that shit be free.
I was about to say that. Yeah, that sweater was floating like shit on that.
I still said let that thing be free.
2,000-yard rushes.
You know, she used to be wearing the spandex and shit, doing the whole dance and shit.
Man,
and she was
hey, Bill Cosby made her do that.
Only
got that free thing. It's some she is natural.
That hurts.
Yeah, 2,000-yard rushes back then.
Now we know Bill Cosby probably had to do that like before. Like
he ain't want her to be indecent. He got too much.
What's indecent about her wearing some spandex while she dancing?
The overlay on that joint, nigga, they would have canceled that show, nigga. She got on some spandex.
If I had saw that on TV, I would have enrolled at a Hillman in 9th grade.
Hillman.
I was mad as hell when I found out there was no Hillman though.
Widebody was getting his acceptance speech together. God damn it.
He better write his thesis on why he want to go to Hillman.
Right. You should accept me because I show everybody how to get the perfect
like I love your show.
Hey, Widebody saw the episode they were playing baseball. I said, hey, I play baseball. I'm going in here.
Shut up.
Right.
Widebody is gonna be what's the fucking dude, the army man's understudy.
Oh shit.
Shut up.
Mr. Gaines and shit.
Yeah,
who gonna work at Mr. Gaines and shit? Who gonna work at the calf and shit?
I would shit. That's why everything jumped off at the cafe.
Exactly.
I'm trying to rub on Kim, man. While we back there burgers,
man. Yeah, I'm trying to skip some classes too. Shit.
Hey, man, when we one working the burger, the other one doing the other thing. Y'all,
he say working the burger though.
I didn't want to say working the meat because
I give you that. Okay.
Working the meat.
So y'all been. Hey,
that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah,
that's the best one.
Best girl.
Don Lewis still bad. That's what people don't talk about.
Gadget was saying something about Jaleesa. I want to hear this.
Yeah,
Jaleesa's still bad.
I've seen Jaleesa in person.
She bad as shit.
And that monkey is all of King Kong.
Man,
you know what?
It don't sound right, man.
It don't.
It don't sound right.
Hey, he's too loud with this.
Everybody got quiet.
There's a lot of freedom over there right now.
Right.
Yeah, something ain't right over there, man.
And I'm gonna get you sucking them in that skirt. Like, damn, that's a nice man.
Turn the camera on.
He said that monkey all up King Kong.
Yeah. Turn the camera on. You can be behind them 3, 2, 1 red light with a frying pan.
Reach over his shoulder, hit the end transmission button.
Did you know Britney Spears made 137 million from the Las Vegas residency?
Yeah, she doing Vegas.
Doing what?
Vegas pays that much?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why you think?
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's a show every fucking night.
That's a show. No. That's more than one. That's more than one show.
Yeah, that's multiple shows a day.
That's why Tony Braxton had went down
Boys and Men have a show there. Matter of fact, dude, the Jabberwock.
Ain't Snoop DJing too?
137 million?
No, but he don't have a residency though, like they do. Like
that's Britney Spears.
Oh, I thought he did. Okay, he just be on some.
That's Britney Spears with a show in Vegas. Motherfuckers is going to see that. If you got people out here trying to see Wayne Newton, you gonna have people trying to see Britney Spears.
Wayne Newton still has a residency. The Jabberwockers even have a
exactly.
Right.
And Blue Man Group too, right?
Blue Man Group is killing it out there.
Hell yeah,
killing it.
I seen them, dude.
And them tickets ain't cheap, goddamn.
They're not cheap. They're not cheap. But what they'll do though, how they'll get you though, you go to these hotels, they got people in there. They planted people within those hotels to kind of if you do a tour of a timeshare, they'll give you those tickets. Those tickets ain't cheap though.
Oh, no. Yeah, we got to listen to that damn 4-hour speech. I mean, them shits in Hawaii, man.
My wife had to go off. She was about to go off on one of them dudes at that time.
Choke her, man. Because she's trying to get some free shit. Like, I don't give a damn. That's time out of Hawaii. Want a trip? Right. Like, I'm out. Peace.
I got a free hotel for 4 days, I think, for Vegas.
Because so you gotta go and sit through that shit. Sit through that motherfucking interview and shit.
Great fucking.
I'm going to the beach. See ya. Like I ain't about to sit here and listen to this shit. It was our last day there.
All I can tell you is this: if you plan on going to Vegas, dude, if you got Air Max, I would suggest you pack them. Don't wear Chuck Taylors on the strip because your feet will burn. Like there's a skillet of.
That's the last thing you about to be wearing. Chuck Taylors in Vegas.
Nice.
Man, listen. I have some Chucks, bro. When I tell you that my whole arch was on fire.
I bet. This dude went to Vegas with some Chucks.
Hey, but what's crazy about it is my selection of clothing for that day. I had to wear my Chucks, but the outfit I wore the next day was more, I should have wore that outfit because they had the more comfortable shoes, which were my Nikes. Man, but that's never. That's why when we come out to the Bay, man.
You're safe. It ain't that damn hot.
Nah, but it's just that strip. That strip is a very long. That's a long stretch of real estate, brother.
Yeah.
RTO gonna find out fucking with Gadget shit.
Yeah, I know he want to walk. I know. But he ain't gonna be able to.
Nah,
not where the spot is now.
I'm coming out there with Super Timbs on, man.
And that city, boy, them hills.
You better make sure you got some Dr. Scholl's in them.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Hell yeah. Your ass over there, boy.
Nigga, I'm coming out there with Super Timbs and a goddamn leather Adidas sweatsuit on.
Next thing y'all gonna see is a scene cut into a hospital scene. Like we're losing them.
Right.
Check
it out. 45-degree
some Super Timbs be up under the blanket and shit.
Man, listen. RTO, by the way, I saw that Atlanta episode. Man, don't you ever tell me to watch that shit again, man. Oh my goodness. That dude, man. Oh my god, I ain't gonna ruin it for nobody.
I need to see one episode first.
Man, hey, I've never seen a dude waves look that popping.
Hold on, man. You say okay? Hold on. Let me get my shit out.
Pause. Who else said pause, yo?
Me, I said.
Yeah, that shit was reactionary. That's what's up.
Get my shit out.
No. Right.
RTO, you on here?
Yeah.
Hey, the guy with the waves,
the handbrake on that shit.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, the waves made me laugh harder than anything on the,
I was saying,
on the show,
them
man.
bitches were glistening like I don't know what. Like, that shit was that nigga had S curl.
Bro, that's a Hawaiian silky. That I told my wife, I said, dude, like he had finger waves, man.
I'm saying.
I thought the finger waves were coming back in, man.
Yeah, that nigga was like,
rapid
fuck
forte,
you, nigga.
huh?
I need
That
the high
he got the rapid forte jokes.
That nigga said he was the prince of ties, man. I was on the floor last
club.
Y'all have cats wearing Jerry curls in the mid-90s in y'all area?
Bruh. I wish
yeah.
the next time I see this guy, it's a guy who works on the back of the garbage truck. He still has a curl. His curl is so old that it's kind of like he got gray hair in his curl, so it's like it look kind of musty yellow or some shit.
But hey, why you say that, Harris? Because this is dude that I knew. You know the spots that be picking out oil and grease from restaurants and shit.
Right.
This nigga did that, and he was a little short, stubby motherfucker, and he had the same Jerry curl. He just one greasy looking ass nigga picking up oil and everything.
It's kind of like you know how you see Hey Arnold with that little ass hat on,
yeah,
all that hair. So dude ball cap is like one of those snapback netted joints. And I'm looking at his head,
trucker hat,
the trucker hat. I'm like, man, look, dude. I don't know if you got a wife to tell you this shit's popping, but she's lying to you. I'd rather you have a
head on a Von Dutcher joint.
Man, they had a motherfucking Geraldo's.
Geraldo's. No,
Geraldo.
Pizza and pasta, nigga, man.
Geraldo, I ain't touched them kids.
Geraldo. I got that on vinyl actually.
Oh shit.
That particular concert. Damn. Man.
Wow.
But I haven't seen Atlanta yet, man.
Hey, nigga, was that not better than fucking Florida Man?
Nah, Alligator Man was the better one.
You seriously? Even the very beginning?
The very beginning was funny, but it wasn't. Alligator Man, see, all the good stuff about that one, the first one, happened toward the latter parts of the show, and it was just spaced out, you know. But the Alligator Man was funny. But when old boy pulled that wave cap off, man, oh good God, man,
nigga sporting waves like a motherfucker.
Nigga, that was Dax, bro. That was
run, man. That was Dax. Ball running down your head.
No. That was Murray. I'm sorry. That was
sport waves to run.
That was new now. That was new now.
Run out your hair, man. You playing ball? Like what the hell is that shit? Oh, damn grease.
With Murray, you ain't got to worry about that. I used to have. This is how we. Right. This is how we used to have to use Murray's back in the day. I would go cut the stove on, and I would actually hold the can over the burner to melt it, so I can get some of the grease out, so I can use it.
Yep.
Oh man, I said, man, this can't be life. Then Sporting Waves came along, like
Sporting Waves. Well, you had a Duke too.
A runny crap.
You had the Duke too.
Hey, I had
Sporting Waves.
I had a Pro Line. I had a Duke. My sister put a Duke in my she gave me a Duke in like the 5th grade. I thought I was Albie Shore.
Hey, but then Sporting Waves had two types. It was like a black can and a white can too.
It was a black, all black can. Then they had like a it wasn't a white can. It was a black can.
It was like
a tan can, a gold tan can.
Dax was the red one.
Dax was red. Murray's were orange.
Yeah,
I used to laugh at all that shit, man, because I had to use none of that shit at that time. But
what would you use? Vaseline and water?
Man, I don't even brush my hair. I ain't never use a brush on my hair, man.
Man, nigga Dominican, man.
I ain't never use a brush.
No. What you say RTO was?
Venezuela.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker Duke, boy, you had a Duke in your joint, man.
Man, but not leave that out too long.
Not my joint.
Leave that too long. You have a
motherfucking cat lick this shit.
Conk in your hair.
There was one brand. I can't remember the name of it. It had a dude head on the on the label of it. It was like a yellow.
Oh my lord!
Snoring like shit.
Oh, what was that?
One Pro Line?
Nah, one Pro line. Hey, Dixie, Dominique had a Pro line. That's why I won the Pro line.
Yep.
Y'all talking about Concolines, nigga?
Yeah, basically. They said Concolines.
Hey, Dixie.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you see your boy is going to run for president next year?
Who?
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
He already.
I forgot about that.
He's trying to find his running mate now.
Royal Crown.
I want. Can he go back and get
He's gonna pick Bernie. He's gonna pick Bernie.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he'll consolidate everything if he picks.
Man, how old is Bernie, yo?
87.
Man,
I think.
Shit. Pick somebody
Anybody
else.
be better than what we got right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit, he better off picking his nose. Shit. Than fucking with Donald Trump.
Amazing. I mean, it's amazing.
Man, this motherfucker said
This shit
Maxine
amazing.
Waters. You know Maxine Waters, low IQ Maxine. I said, man, this motherfucker is so blatant with
You talking about Dapper Dan?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That dude.
What did he say?
He was talking.
He said he was at a rally. He said, you know, Maxine Waters, low IQ Maxine.
Oh shit.
I would say something, but we're across FCC ways, so I'll save it for later.
Man, he's no better than messing with
Can't read.
Aunt Jay, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's my aunt, man. You know, that's the aunt that you don't want to fuck with, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You put hands on you.
If he runs, he's not gonna have any Democratic people to run against him. He's gonna be the only candidate.
You know what I'm talking about? You right about that guy.
I don't know. Hillary might give it another go.
Hillary is not.
She need to sit her ass down.
Man, why body take that goddamn picture down, man? I don't need to see that shit.
You know who might be his running mate?
Cover.
Oprah.
San Francisco.
Oh hell no.
He is not going to pick up.
Hey, what is that? Chicago Fire back there?
Nah, he got the motherfucker, the damn the twin ladies at the Full Houses.
Oh, even Camilla Harris.
Full House joint.
Oh yeah. The chick from California would be a good running mate.
Yeah, Camilla Harris.
Camilla Harris, yeah.
Boy, man, let me tell you something about that.
Or Elizabeth.
She's been on the eyeballs for a while now. I remember from way back when she first started in politics.
I'm pausing that picture. Why I just put it?
Man, Kamala Harris.
Oh Lord,
pretty goddamn nice. We ain't need that picture.
Hold up, somebody mute Wide Body's picture.
This nigga stupid.
Wasn't she a prosecutor or something?
Yeah, she was a prosecutor.
Yeah.
She's a prosecutor.
She's tough though. I mean,
she stepped up and she stepped up quickly.
She dug up in there.
I think the white people are terrified of her.
Yes,
yeah, Wide Body funny as shit moving his picture around here. Hey, put your head in her mouth. Pause.
Oh my God! Don't do that. She might bite it off.
Like,
you want some of this Wide Body?
Right.
Hey, Wide Body, you better not do that, man. Because you put the,
that's her husband.
You put your head in her mouth. She might give you a little Tweety bird.
Really?
Oh shit!
She's with Bob. I know Kamala's with Bob. Really? Really? Kamala's married to Bob.
I'm gonna just put that shit on somebody else's thumbnail, so I ain't gotta see Wide Body shit.
You know, my middle-aged white guy named Bob. That's married to Bob.
That's what you call Bob.
I know that. I'm hurt.
Robert.
I'm heartbroken.
Bobby.
Damn, really?
Hey, Gadget. Hey, Gadget.
Wow. I'm disappointed.
Right on.
Gadget.
Oh shit, down to people.
I can't see.
Hey, Gadget.
See you later.
You know what I mean?
Where you at? Oh, he on mute?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah, he on mute.
See the
Don't be that fine
That's
man.
because
That
what
looking joker,
you
man.
call early read say what the hell got Thanos doing throwing the moon?
I'm hurt.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Thanos. You know the comic.
Yeah, no, but what he say?
He said what the hell? Thanos throwing the moon.
What video is this?
No, I ain't seen the video. I read it and I read that shit.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Fucking boo-doo-doo.
That just messed me up right there.
Yeah, RTO, look at Wild Body that do rag on. What they make you think of?
As soon as I saw that, the moment I came in and saw him wearing a do rag, I was like, okay, what hurt set?
Do rag dynasty, man.
Get this man a sweat rag and some dental floss.
Oh, shit.
Hey, man, we need more from Do-Rag Dynasty. I need to hear more.
Oh, shit.
That's one thing I could never wear no fucking do-rag, man.
I'm about to go on mute.
They want that line last the first period in school. that wave cap.
I'll get my dogs back, man. It's been a while, man.
He needs to see the episode, man. He needs to see the episode.
He needs to see that episode.
Yeah,
I couldn't do the do-rag, man.
Why not?
I was out the stocking cap mob.
Yeah, me
I can't do stocking caps.
No, I'll just fuck with you, man.
Hold on.
I know what you're going with.
I got best of both worlds. Hold on.
I can't see. I tried doing both, but
he doubled up. He worse than dude.
Yeah, I know he did. He doubled up.
Hey, the funny shit was the niggas. The funny shit was the niggas with stocking caps back in the day with motherfucking pause this. Motherfucking heads was fat and that shit scrunched the meat up on their head. Yeah. Them niggas look like a Sharpay and shit. They looking like a Sharpay.
Hey, man. I remember back then wearing the stocking caps when I was in junior high. Man, you wake up next morning, man. You try and get that line out your
hell yeah.
You gotta take that shit off before you go to school.
Yeah, the way you
get to school, the line should be gone.
My first period, second period be gone.
Nigga shit be.
No, hey, I used to take my do rag off, man, and I'd be in that massage in my forehead, like, oh,
hell yeah.
I got it. Oh, come on.
See, I used to walk to school. I'll walk to school, so I'm up here.
Let's get back to LeBron James on how he's running the team of basketball.
I can only, by him saying it, I can only guess that Davenport is somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah.
What's up, Dad? Happy belated.
Oh, he is on. Okay,
fucking Davenport. Hell yeah.
Would Davenport just jump on here? What's up, Dad? I can't hear you, Dad. You like 3 hertz.
I was saying y'all talking that shit about LeBron.
We heard you now. We heard you now.
Hey, go. Hey, say your piece.
Hey, shit.
We got rebuttals?
My rebuttal is he's the best player ever. I ain't got no rebuttal.
Okay. Hey, that's
shit.
Period.
That'll
and now you know.
Man, that nigga trash, man.
Hey, you said this with a goddamn.
Y'all talking about fourth quarter shit.
Motherfucker said, and now you know this.
Yeah, that enhancer plug-in on that one, fucker. I heard that loud and clear.
Yeah, that dude trash.
Talking about fourth quarter situations, man. How many times can you count on one hand about fourth quarter situations? That players
every time you play a basketball game because it's 4 quarters in a basketball game.
No, you don't.
We ain't talking about the very last 10 seconds. We talking about the entire quarter.
Period.
Man, what the hell?
How many?
I don't know how many, damn, but it's been enough times. He's made me scratch my head. Pause.
Davenport will put cases on all you bitches.
We even gave up the last shot in the All-Star game. Hey, who gives up the last shot in the All-Star game?
He won the All-Star game.
That's another
he won the All-Star game. That last shot he hit, man.
No, I'm talking about this was the year he played with Kobe, and Kobe got in his head like, man, what the fuck you passing it for, man? Shoot the goddamn ball. He looking like, man, I know, man, but my ass, man, shoot the ball.
Man.
That motherfucker in the bottom right-hand corner, man.
Yeah,
show your face.
Please invite Cortez, man, to the next hangout, man. Please.
So you can go off on him?
I
want to see him live in the flesh, bro. Pause.
Yeah, that's what you remember Cortez, right?
I done been live in the flesh before.
Yeah.
This ain't that kind of show down there.
Little goes on the cell phone and shit. Can't hear shit.
Hey, man, you ain't shit, man.
Hey, Dad, are you going to San Francisco?
Yes, sir. I actually have a family reunion. I think it's the week before, but fuck that. I'm still going.
Hey,
how you
driving?
Davenport?
Are you driving,
Dad?
Yeah, I'm driving.
He getting
Damn. Hey, where the family reunion at, bro?
What do you say?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh,
man.
Hold up. So you driving from Atlanta
to Oakland?
I'm driving to Atlanta, but I'm coming back to the crib.
Man, this Earl Campbell ass nigga.
Hold up. Say this shit again. Hold up. You driving from Louisiana to Atlanta, then from Atlanta to Cali?
Nah, he's driving back home. He's gonna fly out to Cali.
Oh, he flying. Okay, cool.
So now back to what I was trying to say. So you flying? Did you get your tickets yet?
Drive. We can roll.
Did you get your tickets yet, Dan?
Hold on. Hey, Dixie is getting to he's flying now for only $12.81.
Man, don't even bring that up.
So
hold up, that price went up.
You know
what? Oh,
it
was cheaper than that?
Yeah, it was like $11 or something.
$11.20.
My
wife said, hey. My wife said, you bought a plane ticket? I said, yeah. And before she could say anything, I said, you look at the price?
That's $421 more she can go use, man.
Dixie is flying out there for a pack of Newport 100s.
He flying out for a Diet Pepsi, a bag of barbecue skins.
Y'all better be glad we ain't staying in the courtyard. Y'all better be glad we stay in the courtyard because I'll be staying up for free too.
Yeah. About to say that motherfucker flying out there for a pack of Hubba Bubba, a Mr. Kiwi Strawberry, and a scratch on.
The Chico sticks.
And a box of Juju Bees.
What airline you flying with, man? What, JetBlue?
I'm flying with
Southwest. I don't fly JetBlue.
Hey, Davenport.
No, Dixie and Hurst. If y'all want to drive, we can, man. I don't work, so we can go early.
You know what? I want to get there.
That's a long ass drive.
I don't want to get there Friday night
and leave
at Saturday Sunday morning
at 3:03 p.m. and shit to get back home on Monday.
Hey, Davenport.
That's a long ass way, boy.
They had my boy Widebody driving all the way from Waukegan, man, to
motherfucking Davenport gonna be in Mesa, Arizona while we digging records and shit.
Hey, we be like, hey man, what Widebody, man? Oh, he driving from Waukegan, man. Waukegan,
right?
Waukegan.
Widebody's a trooper, man. I don't care what nobody say.
Hey,
that dude's a trooper.
Hey, bro, shit, we leaving like Widebody when we go to the Mental roll though, because the flight is I think shit before 7 in the morning when we leave.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm planning on leaving at 5.
I'm doing this shit now. I don't like to fly, so y'all know. Y'all motherfuckers.
When you fly, are you gonna be getting off in Oakland?
We going to Oakland. Yeah. No, Oakland.
Please tell me that you're landing in Oakland. Please. Please.
Oakland.
Do I need to land there?
Nah, because I want him to be in Warrior Country because it's gonna be at the Coliseum.
Right. I'm liable to have some Cleveland shit on, honestly.
Hey,
don't like 200
man, they gonna that motherfucker in the creek. He showing that shit on.
He might be traded, so wherever LeBron is, I might have some Lakers shit on. I don't know.
No, we don't need you over there, brother.
Oh shit.
Good. I know
they got quiet fast as hell, didn't it?
I know cats that roll with Cleveland and be at the games, and he'd be cool.
I think it's gonna be a good trip.
I'm definitely
yeah. I just thought about it, back in December I was supposed to go to my uncle's funeral and I didn't make that flight, and I had just thought about it. I said, damn, you know what? I never did reclaim my money off of this flight. Mm-hmm. So I just put in my grievance, and so they're supposed to be getting back with me. So I'm gonna use that scratch. Yeah. I'm gonna have a Dixie flight pretty much. I ain't gotta spend no money. This money I already spent.
I got a cousin that works for in Atlanta.
That's about a bitch.
I got a cousin who works in Atlanta, man, for the airport, man. He talking about buddy passes. The only reason I ain't want to use it.
Shit, hey, man, you gonna have a layover and goddamn ankle
in Butte, Montana and shit. In Butte, Montana.
Hell yeah, but
fuck, they gonna have a layover. He gonna have a layover in his own city. Like, damn.
Right.
Hey, Gav,
the plane gonna make it
buddy pass before?
Sit there.
What you doing here?
Man, I might treat I might treat myself to first class, man. I think.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Hey, you keep holding off on them tickets. That's all that's gonna be left. Goddamn it, you better stop faking. Ain't bullshit.
They have a direct flight here, man. The one thing about it is that I was telling y'all earlier how they only Frontier. No, I'm sorry, not Frontier. It's Allegiant. They only fly out on 2 days. That's Wednesday and Saturday. So
goddamn.
And a round trip ticket.
I drive my ass to Memphis. You know, my sister lives there, so I'll go.
Yeah, but you got to get here. You got to get here. They only fly out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So you'll get here a day early. You'll leave a day early.
Yeah, I don't work.
Sucks.
I can do that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it. Because if I was gonna do it, I was gonna take a one way out there and then get a one way coming back. But I ain't want to change.
But you know what, man? At the same time, man. When you talking about flying out? Because
man, I'm flying out I'm flying Thursday morning, 5:45.
Yeah, I'm about to say everybody flying. I know I'm flying out Thursday. I get there. I get there
a
little bit before noon.
Right,
come from Oakland.
Because that way it enables you to get more done on the front end. You know what I'm saying?
So I might, I'm hurt. So I might do that because my sister.
Let me close the show down, man.
I ain't seen my sister last time I seen you.
Slow down. Let me close it down. All right, guys, it's gonna be it for Talk That Stuff. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Oh shit. Did this nigga flip the Flintstones, y'all? Oh my God. Yo. Oh shit. Yo, I'm done. Wow. That shit tight as a bitch. Oh my God.
Like to thank Anthony Gadget Mims, Big Stacks, Black Mav, Sig the producer, Davenport, Digger Mondane, Dixie Freeling, Mr. Wallace, RTO Beats, That Bless Girl, Cortez Smith, the rest of the chat, and I am DJ WIDEBODY. Please join us next week for Talk That Stuff number 87. Let's peace on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, never do, niggas.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Wow. Not the gay old time. Don't play that shit in San Fran, nigga.
Oh my Lord.
Motherfuckers say, do you? This shit mean as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey. Wow, that dude was sick. Crazy.
Yo.
Only WIDEBODY would do that.
Shit, the only thing that's missing is Mr. Slate. Shit.